Hi Bruins and Highlanders, welcome to today's reading workshop. Last time we were together, we talked about how readers must look at the books and think about what life lessons they are learning from these books. Today we are going to take that skill and create our very own home libraries or home bookstores to share those life lessons. Readers, it is so important for you not to keep those life lessons, but to share those with others. It could be with your brother and sister at home or with your cousins when they come over. So today I'm going to show you how to create your very own bookstore so that you could share these books with other people. In the classroom, we had categories. We talked about fiction and nonfiction, and we had buckets that had different labels for you to know what types of books those were. Today we are going to do the same thing. We are going to look at different books that we have read throughout the year, and we are going to ask ourselves, what life lesson does that book teach us, and how can we share that with others? Let's get started. Here we have Night of the Veggie Monster. And if you remember, in this book, the boy didn't want to try a pea, but by the end of the book, he realized that they weren't that bad. So, I would say that this book teaches us that sometimes you have to try new things even if you don't think you might like them. So I'm going to start one category or one group for books that have to deal with trying new things. I will put my book there. Then I'm going to put this little tab that will remind me that books in this area are books for trying something new. This is another book that we have read, Earrings. Remember that in this book, the girl wanted to convince her parents to get her ears pierced because she wanted earrings really bad. She kept begging and begging. I think this book teaches us that sometimes you don't always get what you want. I'm going to start a category for this one. And this category is going to be books that teach you that you don't always get what you want. Sometimes that happens, right? Here we have another class favorite, Dragons Love Tacos. And this book might not be a book that teaches us a whole lot of things. It's one of those books that's super fun to read and it's very enjoyable, but it might not teach us a lot because it's more of an imaginary, make-believe, funny book. But that doesn't mean that it's not a good book, and it definitely doesn't mean that we can't start a group or a category for it. So I'm going to start a category for books that are just fun to read. I'm going to label that category funny or good books. Funny or good reads. That means that these books are just kind of funny and fun and lighthearted. Another book that's kind of like that is I Need a New Butt. We really won't learn a lot in this book about life, but we could have a good laugh, and those books are great as well, right? Ish was another favorite of ours, right? Ish is a story about how Peter is a good artist, but he doesn't know it, and he needs his sister Marisol to help him figure that out. These type of books teach us that we have to believe in ourselves, and we have to make sure that we try things and don't give up, because everyone has something to offer. Everyone has something that they're good at, right? You have to believe in yourself. So this book reminds me that you need to be yourself. And that is going to be a new category. I'm going to scoot these over because now my bookstore is becoming full with books. I would say that The Pigeon Finds a Hot Dog is another story that teaches us to be yourself. The duck is kind of tricky, right? And he finds a way to get the hot dog. This is another story like Ish that lets us know to be yourself. friends, we have two books that we also read this year that are awesome as well. These two books teach us to give. In the giving tree, we see that the boy takes so much from the tree and the tree keeps giving and giving, right? So they teach us about friendship, they teach us about giving. And in the kissing hand, we learned that a mother's love or family love will always stay with us. Even on days when we're feeling down or feeling sad or feeling frightened, the love of the people that are around us always helps us get through that stuff. I'm going to label these books that teach you about giving or about love. So Bruins and Highlanders, now it's your turn. You are going to gather all the books that you have at home and you're going to create your very own home bookstore or book library. Find paper or post-its or anything that you have at home and think about what each book is teaching you and put those books into categories or in groups. That will help you. So when someone comes over or you meet someone new and they're going through something in their life, you could say, I have this book that's all about trying something new. Maybe you should read it. Or if someone is kind of bored and you want to share a book that will give them a good laugh, you could go to your category of funny or good reads and tell them, hey, I think you need to read this book. You'll get a good laugh. So today, your job is to gather all of your books, think about the lessons that they teach us or what the book is about, and create categories to create your very own home library or home bookstore. I can't wait to see pictures of the work that you've done. Don't forget to send them to us. See you next time.